Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you this look right here. This is a Lilly Ghalichi inspired makeup look. Everybody knows, if you know Lilly, that I say like I know her personally. That's my girl. No, I'm just kidding. If you know Lilly and her makeup artist, you know that she likes to go in on some makeup. She likes full face. She likes contour, highlight, heaviness. So that's what I wanted to do today, just because it's a little bit different than what I usually do. I don't usually go all crazy with the highlighting and contour thing and like very, very heavy lashes and the inner wing, and like it's just like everything together at one time. I think that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this Lilly Ghalichi inspired makeup tutorial. Let me know some requests of some new tutorials that you guys want me to do, because I mean, I run out of ideas. I don't know what else you guys want to see. I'm almost at 15K, so maybe by the time you guys have seen this video I will be. I really don't know, but if I am, thank you so much. You guys are really like amazing. I've gotten so much love and support over this almost last year of being on YouTube. So I also wanted to mention, you guys did say that you wanted me to do the Q&A. A couple of you said that that was cool, so start asking me some questions too. Please stop the video right now and ask me questions down below so I have actual questions to do in the Q&A. You can ask me silly questions, serious questions, relationship questions, makeup questions. It doesn't really matter. Obviously I'll choose ones that are, you know, more appropriate, nothing too crazy, but I'm pretty much open to what you guys want to hear. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Alright guys, so let's start with these eyebrows. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in dark, and I'm going to be filling them in. I'm going to be using an angle brush to do so, but I'm not going to be kind of arching them or anything like that. I'm just kind of following my natural shape of my brows, kind of how Lilly does. Hers are very full naturally, so she really doesn't have to do much, but mine are a little bit more sparse, so I'm just going to fill them in slightly and then spoolie them out. Next, I'm going to be taking this concealer from a Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to be just carving on my eyebrows. I can't help it. I do this all the time, even if I'm doing a celebrity-inspired makeup look, whatever the case may be. It just makes the eyebrows look nice and clean, and when I am trying to give an arch to my eyebrows, it does help define that arch as well. But right now I'm just kind of cleaning them up and making them look nicer, I think. And then I'm going to be placing some more concealer on my lids to prep for eyeshadow. So it's going to be like my eyeshadow base. I always use concealers for this. It's just easier and it works well for me. Then I'm going to be taking some tape. For this look, you want to use tape if you don't want a huge mess or something to clean later, because she has that nice sharp line in the I was going to say tutorial, in the picture, so that's kind of what you want to do. Then I'm taking Vanilla by MAC, and I'm going to be placing that on my brow bone as my brow bone highlight with a small Coastal Scents brush. To start off with our first transitional color, this is going to be Texture by MAC. I'm just going to be blending this into my crease with a 224 blending brush by MAC and just diffusing it, blending. Again, this is going to transition the rest of our colors for the rest of our eyeshadows. Then I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow by a company that I cannot pronounce, but it's gorgeous. I'll have it listed down below. I believe that the number is 47, but again, I'll have it listed down below. It's just like a beautiful reddish brown, and I'm just going to place that into my crease and blend. Of course, I am taking another blending brush and just blending once again. I try to blend between every, step that I do. Then I'm going to take Brown Skirt by MAC, and I'm going to place this on my outer V, just adding more definition and depth to the eye look. This is just kind of what I saw in the picture, which I'll have listed down below. I didn't recreate it exactly the same. I did pretty close, but just so you guys have a reference, I'll list it down below for you guys. Again, just blending with that same brush from before. And then I'm going to go into my lid color, which is Lovely by ColourPop, which is this beautiful gold champagne, gorgeous, sparkly eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be popping that on my finger and then to my lid. So I didn't want it to be like straight up color. I wanted it to be kind of like an overspray on my eyes, on my lid. So this is kind of the effect that I did with my finger, because in the picture, again, that's how I felt like it looked. but feel free to pack it on if you feel like you want to recreate this look that way. Then I'm going to take Blackout from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I think this is the Naked 2 palette actually. And then I'm going to just make kind of like a smoked out wing liner, but I'm going to just follow the tape, and that's going to create that nice sharp line. And I'm also going to be diffusing it up. So I sped this up because it's kind of a process. You're kind of just adding more black, blending, adding more black, and blending until you get the opacity or whatever look that you're going for. So again, I'm just going to be packing that right onto my outer V and then blending with a fluffy brush. Next, we're going to remove that tape, like best feeling ever. I swear, I just love seeing how it looks after I remove the tape. And then I'm going to clean it up with some concealer, again, because I just feel like it just makes it look so much cleaner and nicer, and I love the look of this. I'm also going to pop on my eyelashes off camera, which I'll have listed down below for you guys. They're just some eBay lashes. I prep my skin with this, what is it called, Oil Control Creme, and I'm also using this Prep and Prime Skin Smoother by MAC and placing that right into my pores, right on my chin and underneath my eyes. This is just going to help prep my skin like it says that it does. Next, for foundation, I'm going to be taking this full coverage foundation by MAC and placing this all over my face. I see a lot of drag queens using this foundation, and I thought it was going to be a lot heavier, but it's definitely full coverage in my opinion, but I don't think it feels heavy on the skin, which I really like. So just a little mini review on that. Packing that all over, and then I'm going to blend it out with a flat top. I believe this is a Morphe brush. Next, we're going to take some concealer. I think this is the same exact one that I used to carve out my eyebrows, and we're just going to start to highlight and conceal underneath the eyes. We're going to do triangles like underneath your eyes, then just fill them in. It's like an upside down triangle. I'm also going to put some on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, and then a little bit under where I am going to contour to bring out that contour. Lilly Ghalichi loves cream highlighting and contouring. She's like all over Instagram with all her pictures like this. It's not really my favorite thing to do, honestly, unless I'm going somewhere special, important, or anything like that, but it does look beautiful on her and a lot of people, so it's working, you know, it's working for other people. I'm not really a fan of it. Maybe it's just because it's so much work that I don't feel like doing it all the time. Then I'm going to go in with this brown kind of shade, and this is actually concealer as well. And I know it looks really, really dark and crazy right now, but we're going to blend it out. As I always say, we're going to blend, 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 so don't worry. So we're putting this right in the contours of our cheekbones. We're going to put this on the sides of our nose, which I realized that I should have probably put it a little bit closer to my highlight. And, you know, I feel like it made my nose look almost a little wide where I placed it. But, again, when it's blended out, it doesn't even matter. I'm going to put this on my forehead. Anywhere that you want to have shade or make look slimmer, you're going to put the contour. So underneath my jawline, you can contour your chin a little bit, which is what I'm doing here. And then we're gonna blend everything out with a damp beauty blender. I sprayed that with Fix Plus, and again, I'm just gonna start blending, blending, blending. I didn't show the whole process because honestly, I was here for a while, just blending and blending until I felt like it wasn't crazy harsh all over my face. So I did fast forward and then cut through some parts, but if you want a full highlight and contour video, I will do that for you guys. You know, I have no problem doing videos that are requested. I'm just letting you know that I did speed through a lot of it, as you can see here. Stay with me. Then I'm going over all over my face with the same flat top brush that I was using my foundation on, just to make sure everything is blended and smooth. And then I'm going to take the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette in the banana shade, or I just call it banana shade because it's yellow, and that's what most highlighting powders that are yellow are called. I'm just going to pack that right underneath my eye, a little bit underneath the cream contour, which is where I put the highlight. So anywhere that I put the highlight color, I'm pretty much packing on that yellow shade. And then to set the bronzer, or the cream contour, I'm going to put this brown shade from the Highlight and Contour palette. I think it's like the third shade in. These are highly, highly, highly pigmented. I was like, whoa. So I took my favorite brush that I use to blend out my bronzer, which is the 187 by MAC. It's a dual fiber brush and it just blends everything out beautifully. Then I wanted the contour to stand out a little bit more just because, again, this is a celebrity inspired look and I was kind of going for that a little bit more extreme highlight and contoured look. So I did put a little bit more concealer, but it blended out fine. And then to highlight, Lilly had a very strong highlight in the photo, so I'm using my Mary Luminizer by the Balm and really packing that on, like packing it on, girl, with a like fluffy brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk limited edition brush, but you can use anything you want. I just find that with eyeshadow brushes, it gives a more precise kind of full, high-packed highlight onto your cheeks. Down the bridge of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my forehead as well, just because, again, in the picture I saw she had some highlight going on there too. Then I'm going to set my whole face with Fix Plus. I always do this. It's just a must for me. Then we're going to go on to the eyes. Now, my face was still wet when I was doing this, so I left a little mark underneath my eye here after I was putting on my eyeliner, but I went back and fixed it, so I'm just letting you guys know. Just putting on my L'Oreal Telescopic Eyeliner. Then we're going to start working on the inner wing that she had on in the picture. I'm using a black eyeshadow, the same Blackout eyeshadow by Urban Decay, and a very small detailer brush to do so. In her picture, it was very faint, so, or not very faint, but it wasn't like eyeliner. It didn't look like she used gel eyeliner, so that's just why I used a black eyeshadow. And then to highlight, I'm using the same Mary Luminizer by the Balm and just popping that in my inner tear duct. And I'm also going to go back in later and just fix up the black a little bit. To add some mascara, I'm just putting on some MAC mascara. Any mascara will do. This is just the bottom lashes, so it's not that big of a deal. But use whatever, you know, your favorite mascara is. But I would put mascara on your lower lashes for this look especially. And to finish everything off, I'm going to put on a pretty nude lip. This is Subculture Lip Liner by MAC. And I'm also going to be adding NARS Belle de Jour lipstick, which is not an audacious lipstick or anything like that. It's just, I've had it for years. It's Holy Grail. I've had like maybe 4 of them. It's just a really nice nude, and it has a peachy undertone, so it's very nude without looking like Myth or Flesh Pot, and on my skin tone those don't work for me, so I just love this. Then I'm going to put a little bit of highlight in the middle of my lip to make it pop, and your look is all done. She had that like kind of highlighted look on her lips, so that's why I did that. And it also makes them look bigger. Oh, and just add some new gloss, girl. Add any gloss you want. You got this, and you're all done. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you later. Bye! I did get the white because I do love, I'm weird because I love things that are black, but when it comes to like electronics and like girly stuff, I like either pink or white. I don't know. But anyway, this is the camera right here. It does have the flip up screen, so you can actually take like a selfie or have yourself like when you're vlogging, or if you're a YouTuber, you understand like when you're vlogging, you can't see yourself.